Hey, you guys, welcome back to the psych ward. How do you like this setup? It's kind of cool, right? Giving like the spooky alien vibes, I hope. I like this camera angle, it kind of rocks. Should I move over a little? Yeah, now I'm a little more centered. You can see my funny Pokemon. We are continuing today with the month of Natasha Denona that I'm doing all October long, where I am focusing on my Natasha Denona eyeshadows and doing different fun October Halloween themed looks. Today we are focusing exclusively on the Triochrome palette from Natasha Denona. This is a beautiful palette. It's my current favorite, honestly. This is such a self-contained color story, in my opinion, and it's so different and fun. And we're going to be doing some very ooky spooky alien vibes, we're going to be creating ooky spooky alien vibes using this palette today. I'm probably going to be sticking mostly to the greens, but I do want to tap into some of this purple action, hence me color coordinating the lights to go with what I'm planning on doing for the look. I don't have like a definite plan, but that's kind of the idea. And yeah, this palette to me gives like 90s arcade vibes. It just does, and that to me also goes kind of hand in hand with the whole like neon alien, I don't know, like if you were around back then, like even into like the early 2000s, I feel like all of that stuff kind of went together, you know, like the aliens and the, like I said, neon lights and arcades, video games, I don't know. Like you look at this palette and I feel like it reminds me of like the carpet in an arcade, or even the carpet in like an old movie rental store, you know, because that doesn't really exist anymore. But I don't know, it just reminds me of that kind of vibe. So all of that kind of goes together. So I thought that the theme of today's video would basically be channeling the childhood idea of a fun alien. And so that's what we're going to be doing. Keeping it very sweet and innocent, not getting too serious. There's no xenomorphs in this video. I'm just going to get started because I'm just ranting and raving. I actually think that I'm going to start the outer... So I want the outer lid and like probably the lower lash line to be more purple, but I want the whole crease and most of my lid to be green. How do I want to start this? So like, I'm thinking I might start with Ion in my crease. Is that a weird move? Is that a weird way to get this started? Maybe, but we're gonna do it. I could totally just use the mirror on the actual palette since it's huge and still quite clean. I'm just kind of tapping this on. Let me know in the comments if you like understand what I was talking about when I was talking about like how all those things kind of go together in my mind. Like, I don't know, am I crazy? Is that just my own personal association? Like, think of Sid's room in Toy Story. Like, that's kind of like where I'm coming from. It's like that whole vibe. It was all just a vibe back then. Okay, I think that's going to be good for the crease, right? That looks pretty cool. Let me do a little bit of purple on the outer part of the crease, just so that it, I don't know, is that weird? No, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of the, I'm going to start with, maybe I'll do a little bit of tungsten, and then I'll use this deeper shade manganese. I'm just going to use the same brush. I just kind of cleaned it off. I'm going to go lightly out here. Probably have enough to do both. Okay. And I don't want to like bring it together with the green too much because it'll get murky. I'm just going to kind of do this. I don't know if this is like silly to say, but like as I'm doing this, think of like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like the colors and, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm going to take manganese now. I'm going to deepen up the outer corner. I'm just trying to convey the vibe that I'm going for. The whole like ooky spooky kids show in the 90s kind of vibe. But specifically, aliens. I also want to add a graphic element to this look, but I am as of yet undecided about how I want to do that. How does that look? So as you can see, I kind of brought it in kind of at a diagonal along the lash line. Let's see what's next. The greens in this palette are very kind of grungy, and I mean that's great, right? But I don't want to go too grunge. By the way, that was a Refer 14 if you were interested. Now I'm going to switch to a Refer 13. It's a little bit smaller. I'm going to take the lightest shade in the green row called Androdite, and I'm going to put it on my inner corner. This is a much cooler color, but I think it will make for a very nice inner corner. And I am going to keep the inner corner matte for this look. As I'm doing this, I also keep thinking about that one episode of The X-Files with Jack Black, because it like takes place, part of it takes place in an arcade. I don't know, it's just the vibe. It's just the whole vibe. I made a video last year talking about how I feel like this palette is a high-end Halloween palette, which is something that, you know, no high-end brand is ever going to advertise a palette as like a Halloween palette, because Halloween is for kids. But I just feel like this palette gives such strong Halloween vibes. Like, I don't know. It reminds me of like the Halloween themed packaging on candy at this time of year. Like, I don't know. Or like commercials for kids that would come out around this time of year, at least when I was a kid. I bet you didn't know that I was going to nostalgia bait the hell out of you with this one. I'm going to take Kinetic, which is this middle shade here, which looks very cool toned, but depending on the angle, it could be more warm toned and kind of look more like it goes with this shade here, Manganese, which I used on the outer part of the lid there. I'm just going to take this one and just tap it here on like the area between where that purple matte is and where I have nothing. Very nice, don't you think? I love this palette. It's so freaking beautiful. I mean, that'll probably be it for that shade. These shades are supposed to be like very shifty and like kind of multi-chromatic. This one in particular I think is the least shifty of all of them. Oh, by the way, I feel like I should be addressing the fact that there is a new mini Triochrome. As of yet, I have not purchased it. I don't know that I will, at least not, you know, yet. Sorry, I'm just kind of blending this into this kind of green and purple situation in the crease, just so that it kind of meshes. Ooh, I don't want to take it too high, damn. But I mean, I'll probably get that palette at some point. I'm just not decided as to whether I want it now or later, or maybe if I could wait for a sale. Of course, I'm excited about the fact that my favorite Natasha Denona palette now gets a mini, but it's not something that I'd like need right away. So I'm making the right financial decision and waiting probably until it goes on sale or something, or whatever. It's just something that I do feel like I can just wait on. You know what I mean? Just kind of blending where I took it into the crease. I might take just a little bit more of Ion, which is the green, just kind of bring a little bit more of that back right here on this side at least, because I think I overdid it with that blue, or purple rather. Kind of looks a little bit blue, but okay. Now I'm going to, on the rest of the lid, take Scarab, which is this, oh wow, on camera it looks orange. It looks like this shade here, but it's actually a green. Oh, did you see the shift? It's like being shifty when I don't want it to be. You see in the mirror it looks more green. That's how I'm like seeing it, meaning that like in the pan it looks more green. So that's the vibe we're gonna go with for the rest of the lid. I'm gonna take the 33 from Refer. I'm not doing a good job telling you what brushes I'm using. Do you even care? I don't know. This thing picks up so much. Okay, and I'm just gonna put this all over, wow, the rest of the lid here. I'm just meeting up with the kind of bluish purple shade. Wow, that's brilliant. It's so pigmented. Okay. Just kind of, I'm going very softly with this brush, and it's given me tons and tons of payoff between how pigmented the shadow is and just the way that this brush picks up and puts down shadows. Wow. Oof, that was so easy. Oh, oh baby. On the lower lash line, I do want to take a little bit more purple. How do I want to go about that though? Let's see. Maybe I will start with tungsten just on the outer part. Or no, maybe not. I think I want to keep it pretty light. Is that even true? We will see. Let me take Naga over here, which is a little bit more warm. So I think it should look a little nicer on my under eye. I'm taking the O2 from Refer, and I'm just gonna do it. Just see what happens. I think it looks nice. At least so far. Ooh, I don't even know if you can see it on camera. It's like very soft. Should I amp it up just a little bit with tungsten? I'm gonna put just a little bit of tungsten, which is this purple. I'm just gonna put the tiniest bit out here. Yeah, literally like that, like nice and soft. Don't want to overdo it. I always end up overdoing it. Kind of trying to make it meet up with the top a little bit. Although, you might be able to see, I didn't go like all the way out on top. I'm kind of keeping it a little more contained instead of doing like a whole winged out situation. What do we think of this so far? Is it giving the alien vibes? I still want to do something graphic. I can't decide what. But like, do you get the alien vibes? Just wanted to get a little closer so you could see the whole situation. This doesn't look blended. Does it look blended in person? It looks better in person. Again, things on camera always look worse. Just gonna softly hit that again. But what do I want to do for the more graphic aspect? I kind of want to do like, should I draw little planets? Would that be stupid if I did little planets, or maybe like a little UFO or something? What's like some iconography that goes well with this alien ooky spooky theme? I'm going to take the 13, this little one, and I'm going to do, I think I'm going to tap like little circular shapes. Wait, maybe I'll start with a bigger brush. I really don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna take manganese, which is the dark purple. I'm gonna like go like this with this brush, really pick it up. Oh gosh, I don't know if this is gonna work, but really picking it up, and I'm just gonna kind of start creating a little round shape here. Maybe I should have used a more dense brush. Oh no, I think it's working. Okay. So literally at like the very bottom of my eyebrow, I'm just creating like this circular shape, or at least as circular as I can get it using this brush. It's okay if this is a little cheesy. That's kind of what I was going for. Okay, I think that those are cute. They're probably not perfectly round, but they are cute. So I'm just kind of making them just about the same on both sides, as homogeneous as is possible. So that was the 27 from Refer. I also have the 14 and the 13, which are like fluffy blending brushes that get smaller as they go. So let's start with the 14. That's the next size. Let me do, maybe I'll try Redox because I haven't done that one yet. I'm just going to do the exact same thing with that shade. I'm just kind of putting it right next to the big one. Kind of just going up to my temple. Is this so silly? It's like supposed to be though. It's like I said, like 90s kid vibes. I don't know how even this is going to end up looking. Okay, and then with the 13, which is a little bit smaller, I'm going to take Tungsten. Exact same sort of deal. I'm just going to kind of put it here, almost like right at my hairline. Is this giving the alien vibes, or is it giving like, I don't know, complete weirdo vibes? Are these even planets, or are they just like my weird alien design? I don't know. Okay, so there's my bizarre dots. I want to grab a liner brush, and I'm gonna do like a ring. It's literally just going to be a line, but I'm going to do like a ring on one of them. Do I want to do the middle one, or do I want to do the big one? I don't actually own a liner brush from Refer, so I'm just going to use my e.l.f. one, which is honestly my favorite one that I own anyway, because it's very firm. Like the bristles are like kind of long, but they're firm. I'm going to take Kinetic, which is the middle shade here, on the brush like this. And I think on the big one, I'm just going to do, I hope that this works, but I just want to put like a line to imply like that it's a ring. Oh no. It's a little thick. This brush is a little thick for what I'm trying to do. Can you even see that? You can kind of see it. It's not super visible. Okay, so you can tell me how successful you think that that was, but I did try. I put in the effort. So there's that. I'm still not completely satisfied though that this is giving the full alien vibes like I want it to be. So now I'm I'm thinking of what else I want to do. Oh, I also have to put like mascara on, by the way, so like the eye look isn't done yet. But what else do I want to do here? What else can I do? I do not know. I don't know if those look like planets, I gotta be honest with you. Okay, this might be silly. It's probably gonna be silly, but I'm gonna take Scarab with the liner brush, which is the one that I had on my lid. And I'm gonna just, I want to like bring a little more of that green, and I want a little bit more abstraction. So I'm gonna do a small little thing here. It needs to be like thicker and then get thinner, so that's what I'm trying to do. And then a longer one on top. Okay, that's kind of take me to your leader, right? That's a little, it's like Star Trek, I guess. These are a little bit like, I don't know, like shooting stars or something. Maybe? Or like ships going into like warp speed? I don't know. Kind of. I hope that my voice is sounding better, by the way. I feel like it sounds deep right now, but hopefully it doesn't sound like all sick and gross anymore. Or at least not as sick and gross. Okay, I think I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead so that I'm not like overdoing this and making it look ridiculous. But I hope that this is giving like the alien mood, the alien vibe. I hope that it gives you nostalgia. Because that was definitely part of it. I wanted it to be a little bit nostalgic, a little goofy. Okay, so mascara is on. I just had to touch up my under eye because I poked myself in the eye with the mascara wand, flinched, and got a bunch of mascara under my eye. So I had to use some micellar water and fix that. So that's hopefully not visible. Hopefully it still looks good. Yeah, sorry that the graphic part wasn't the best thing in the world. I don't know, I went into this video not knowing what I wanted to do, but in terms of the graphic part, but I knew that I wanted to do something, so I figured I would just wing it, and I don't know if the result is like kind of dumb, but I hope that you at least like the eye look. I like the eye look. I like the eyeshadow. Okay, that is it for this one. I hope that you guys will tune in again on Wednesday when I do my next Natasha Denona Halloween-inspired look. And yeah, if you're new here, I do post every Sunday and every Wednesday, and I'm also trying to post some extra stuff, extra content this month for Halloween, and also just because I bought things and want to talk about them. But I am doing a month of Natasha Denona, so every Sunday and every Wednesday, my usual upload days, I am trying to do a kind of Halloween October inspired look using my Natasha Denona eyeshadows. So that's the plan. So hopefully you will come back for more. I do hope that you enjoyed this one. I will be seeing you guys again real soon, and I hope that in the meantime, you have a great week. Peace.